Hello, great people. Welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. We have less than 48 hours to the election, Anambra State gubernatorial election. And most people are overly disturbed over the sit-at-home order, which will resume tomorrow, which is the 5th of November 2021, and it's going to be ending on the 10th, where Nnamdi Kanu will be appearing in court again. But there is a shocking information coming from the table of IPOB. We're going to be listening to it, and it has to do with the sit-at-home. We'll be looking at it and also other issues that have come up. But before we continue with it, if you're not subscribed to our channel, kindly hit the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you get notification anytime we publish our videos. All right, according to the news, the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has decided to call off or cancel its 1 week sit-at-home order across the southeast. It has been reported that the group has ordered the sit-at-home across the region if the federal government failed to release its detained leader, Nnamdi Kanu. Many individuals had condemned the order as it would instill fear into the hearts of those willing to participate in the upcoming Anambra State governorship election set to hold on Saturday. But in a statement on Thursday, IPOB spokesperson Emma Powerful said the order was cancelled following consultation with elders, traditional and religious leaders. According to Powerful, following the genuine intervention of our leaders, esteemed traditional institutions, rulers and religious leaders, and after a due consideration of the positive impact of their engagement and sequel to the fact that our leaders have spoken in our terms, the leadership of IPOB, ably led by Nnamdi Kanu, hereby and immediately call off the 1 week sit-at-home earlier declared to commence tomorrow, November 5th to November 10, 2021. We have equally considered several appeals by our mothers who earn their living on their daily economic activities, which will obviously be affected if Biafra land is locked down for 1 whole week. It's never our intention to add to the pains of our people, hence our decision to suspend the sit-at-home. IPOB leadership is only interested in our referendum and peaceful agitation for self-determination and cannot, by under any guise, be seen to be interfering with any electoral process. The people of Anambra State should go out en masse and peacefully exercise their franchise come the 6th of November 2021, and accordingly choose a leader of their choice and should not be intimidated by anybody, group of people, or security agents. Credible intelligence available to us confirm that the Nigerian DSS has concluded arrangement to deploy a branch of their trained group to Anambra State come 6th of November 2021 to unleash mayhem on our people and attribute the killing to peaceful IPOB members. Anambranians should vote and stand by to protect their votes. No rigging of any kind will be tolerated on the Anambra State governorship election. It must be transparent, free, and fair to all. We wish to thank Biafrans, IPOB members worldwide, friends of Biafra, and lovers of freedom for their continued support for our dogged struggle for independence. Wow, this is a good news for politicians. I mean, right now, a lot of them will be popping champagne over this change in decision by IPOB members. I'm telling you, a lot of them will be celebrating right away. They had been different. Guess what? They have been different infos and different videos of importation of people to come and vote in Anambra State. I'm telling you, if you're conversant with what is happening in the southeast, you see some long buses, conveying people to different locations and all of that. And don't forget that the governor of Anambra State, Obiano, had given them 2 days holidays to top up preparation for the forthcoming election. But with what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu group talking about IPOB have done, it calls for celebration, you know. And these guys have always been around for negotiation. That's why I always say it. You shouldn't just stand afar off and just draw conclusions about them. Fairly recently, we heard what one of the special assistants to the president on social media said, talking about, the lady who we all know to be Loretta Anoche. She came out and she didn't speak like a mother, I would say. She didn't really speak like a mother, and she did not speak as if the other people at the other end have feelings, you know. That's one of the things we have to always look at. People don't just wake up and want to tear down a place and want to tear down a nation. There must be reasons which they have put out, which is very reasonable. And if you put down, you can see how you can negotiate with them, you know, align here and there, and before you know, everything will be correct. But she just came out and lambasted IPOB as if they did something very horrible. Such has never happened in the history of the world. But come on, it took the intervention of the traditional rulers and Johannes Ndibos and every other person to go close and get to understand their pains and their anger. And here we are. The seat at home that most people were really scared of has been called off. I mean, this is one of the things that shows that these guys, they don't have their heart at their back. They are human beings like us, just that they have passed through pains. And one of the things that I felt that pains them a great deal oftenly had been the militarization of Southeast. They don't like it, you know. I could still remember one of the governors when he was talking, gubernatorial aspirant, when he was talking, we again hearing some behind it, and I was like, man, what's going on? The man had to mention it. Yeah, it's truly what you're hearing, it's truly what is happening here. This is almost a war front and all of that. I mean, those things can be halted, and we start proper negotiation, proper dialogue. Those are the processes of democracy. It's not just jumping at a conclusion, triggering a lot of things and all of that. So leaders have talked to them, and they have also presented their need, and I feel that their needs are going to be met, and they have called off whatever sit at home. But then don't forget that there are some miscreants who will always want to take advantage of any decision that the leadership of IPOB make to see how they can, do what they feel that it is good. And those guys, they should look out for those guys, because I know so well that tomorrow you start seeing enforcers of the 1 week sit at home flooding everywhere in the Southeast and bringing down people anyhow they want to bring. Now, this guy talking about Emma Powerful has clearly stated it. We don't have a hand in it, though. We do not have a hand. And we want a good election in a number of states. We do not want anybody to be intimidated, anybody to be threatened. So stand as you vote. Make sure that you stand to protect your vote. We do not have any hand in anybody trying to disturb the peace of Anambra State. And I mean, this is what they say, they stand and they represent. And for a while now, we've seen that their representation has been peaceful. They've always been seeking for understanding, referendum, seeking for, understanding on the part of their leaders and all of that. So for me, I think this is a good one, and is a news worth celebrating. I like to leave it there. What's your thought pattern in this regard? Do you think that is a good step in the right direction, or do you think that they have just been jobbed, in quotes?